Let's go. You guys hear me? Oh yeah. Tis the season. We got a new week ahead. Cheers to that. I hate the weekends, man. You know why? Because the stock market's closed, man. That's why. All right. Letting some more people get in here. Let's talk about this week we got coming up, man. The market is in a weird spot right now. But I like it. I hope it points down. If you guys haven't been following yet, man, if you guys want to know more about this Atlas trading situation, who's aware of that, man? That shit is crazy. If you want to know more about it, check my videos out, guys. I'm on the dime with that shit, okay? So I'm following it religiously. I got counterparts on Twitter helping me out. So if you guys want to follow that situation close, let me know. Those who were trading probably like 2 years ago know exactly what it is. It's crazy. Basically, there's this group of guys that were pumping and dumping. All right. T-Shell, let's go, Brandon. Hell yeah, brother. Actually, the guy who posted that video is in this live stream. That viral video on YouTube. It's crazy. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, man. Great president so far. What's up, Sebastian, Colossus, Galen? Markets look like shit. Yeah. You know, they have been all year. That's the thing, too, to think about. We can never be too blindsided by these movements because we talk about them all the time, baby. That's why you're in the live streams. But we can't be blindsided, right? Because when in doubt, zoom out. And if you look at the higher time frame, this is the S&P 500. And when you look at the higher time frame, you know, you can see it's been choppy all year. It's been downtrending all year. Same thing, different day, baby. So what's been tricky about the markets though recently is this chop we've been in. Been kind of trading sideways. A little megaphone pattern. Okay, but other than that, you know, for the most part, it's been like this all year. This will make you a great trader. EXPR. Yeah, we'll run that. Let me just thumb through some of the chats here. Let's do EXPR real quick. So EXPR, just give you a quick highlight here. Guys, whatever ticker you're watching, let me know real quick here. We're going to get this bussing. We're going to get it bussing in here, boy. So EXPR, you know, not a lot of volume on it. Okay? Not a lot of volume on it, so be careful with it. You know, we want volume, right? It's the predecessor to price action. So if we don't have volume, the price action is going to lag. And you can see, right, we're not really doing much. We're trading in a range here on EXPR. Let me change that color for you. That purple line's a little hard to see. Let's go with orange. Right, so we're trading a little bit of a range here. You know, you got your high at 112 right now in this current range. And you can put your low around that 102 or $1. Nice whole clean number, psychological level. We ain't in conversation yet until we get past 122. That's our prior high. So if we can clear 122, we're on to the next. If we break below this 102 or $1, it's a whole nother story. But we're trading in a range right now. All of last week. Need some volume to come in. Looks like it was a pump and dump. Looks like Atlas Trading was all over this one. Cosm was messed up from 23 cents to $23 in a day. Yeah, Cosm. So I've been calling out Cosm on my Twitter feed nearly every day the last, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks, guys. So be sure you follow the boy on Twitter, guys. I will at least give you the hot penny stocks I'm watching every single morning. I like to trade options a lot more, but I do watch penny stocks religiously as well. So if you want the whole breadth of it, go check out my Twitter. That's for free. You can at least see what I'm watching. But if you want details and price targets, you need to join my private Discord. That link's in the description. I'm done plugging. Cosm, yeah, Cosm went crazy. I don't know the exact news behind this. It sounded like there was some fishiness with it. Like on Robinhood, I was told you couldn't buy or sell for some reason. So they like shut off ordering. Kind of reminds me of GME a little bit. It sounds like something that kind of got out of control, maybe squeezed. I think there was something with a reverse split though too, wasn't there? Yeah, right here. Yeah, 1 to 25. Okay. It's just weird how much it surged from that, though. That's what's conspicuous. Right, price in itself is going to conduct a 1-to-25 split, but if it surges from that, that is very strange because, you know, the split actually took place, it looks like, before. Wait, what? It looks like the split happened right here, right? That explains the pullback, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the split actually happened in the pre-market. So it settled pre-market with the split up shares, and then for some reason it just, I mean, this thing went up like 6,000%. The best screenshot I can get was like 5,500%, which is, I mean, you don't see this often ever. But if we take, you know, if we measure from the low of day, right? So pre-market low of day. Well, let's just go low of day, intraday. So intraday low to intraday high, which is essentially right at close, 733%. But it was definitely relatively higher than that. I mean, you gotta think too. It's factoring in the split, I believe. Why was I getting 5,000%? My math's off somewhere. 23 cents to $23 in a day. Yeah. Could have put, like, I mean, hindsight, but if you put $100 in here, what the fuck? It's crazy, man. Am I shorting anything? Yeah. Yeah, I will probably short I'll probably short SPY. I like to trade the S&P. SPY, Nvidia, I keep my eyes on those. Netflix, Apple, a lot of your just big companies, right? So your blue chips. These are stocks I like to short here. You know, they're mega caps, mega caps, large caps, big. Can't think right now. Blue chips, right? So I like to trade SPY. Personally, it's probably the top 10 up here. So definitely SPY, Qs, Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Amazon. Those are the ones I like to trade. I just played year by year, right? So I typically watch the markets first, and then I wait for those to give me a signal, or I'll watch others in parallel. So usually when I'm trading, I'll have like 8 screens up, right? So when I trade, it looks like this usually. I'll have 8 or 6 screens up, and then I'll be watching multiple stocks and seeing, you know, which one's giving me a better signal that day, and then just kind of follow through with that one. Going back to pre-COVID highs, you think? That's kind of my prediction too. So from a macro perspective and fundamentally, the economy is pretty strong. It's just unstable. Okay. So we have instability, as you can imagine, when you print $4 trillion. So consumer credit is out the door. Household savings is going way down. It's pretty much exhausted. Interest rates are pretty high. Inflation is tapering, but the interest rates are just a very concerning thing. And then what's truly abnormal is the jobs, because we're at the lowest unemployment rate in like 4 decades. So unemployment is actually really, really good right now. And that's usually one of your strongest precursors, besides negative GDP, to a recession. So the jobs are kind of keeping us in there. But we need to actually, it's counterintuitive. If you have more people working, there's going to be more money, right? And if there's more money, you're going to have more inflation. It's going to be harder to stabilize. So you really need to actually discourage spending, and you need to have layoffs, not encourage people to get jobs. As weird as that sounds, but that's kind of the thing going on. So pre-COVID highs, you know, that puts us on the S&P here. 3,400. I definitely think we can hit pre-COVID highs, no problem. I think that's realistic. One thing I've been looking at was the 200 moving average here. Let's take a look at that. I want to show you something. Let me fix it here. Okay, so this 200 moving average on the S&P, you know, we've been holding it with the, you know, on the money. Even the pre-pandemic, or even the pandemic low, right? So that recession we had during the pandemic actually took us to that line, and we still respected it. So that line has got some weight, and right now we're bouncing off of it. But just based on current market structure, I do think there's some interim downside. If we see any upside in the interim at all, it's because, in my opinion, it's relief. But just based on the price action, I think we're going to see some downside here for sure. I mean, the volume supporting it, the price action supporting it, right? The market structure. So Friday and Thursday were significant days for the market structure on the S&P 500. So I think we sell off at least in the next upcoming weeks. But if during next week, you know, any of the days next week we see a super green day, I think it's just relief. I'm not really buying it. This song's whack. GS is a good one to do to show how much downside is possible in the next leg. Seeing GS to 300. Goldman Sachs. Yeah, I mean, Goldman's interesting. It's forming higher highs right now on the higher time frame. I've never deferred to Goldman for benchmarking in the stock market, or the at least the indices. So I don't know the correlation necessarily, but if it's a good one to show how much downside is possible, okay. You can see Goldman Sachs going to 300. That is approaching that prior low. That would give us a higher low though, if we did stop at 300, but okay. Yeah, one I've been really watching, and I've been saying this to a lot of people in the private Discord, is the VIX. I've been watching the VIX like crazy, and I've been saying how eerie it's looking because, again, you don't chart on the VIX, but whenever I look at this thing and I see it trading in this lower range or this upper range, no matter where it's at, I at least be observant and cognizant of that, because, you know, it's getting a little low here. So typically when the VIX is in the 20s or teens, like high teens, low 20s, you typically see it rebuttal. And if that's the case, we could definitely see some red up ahead. But this doesn't measure volatility. That's why you don't really want to chart it. It was a 1 to 25 reverse split that didn't show up as a reverse split on most brokerages. Oh, yikes. What's up with that? Yeah, you know what? Because I think if I went on Thinkorswim, it would show me that 5,000%. I don't know why TradingView isn't, but TradingView pulls from various exchanges, so that might be part of it. The IPOs and reverse splits, I think, have been breaking the market norms. First of all, hold on a second here. We got 5 likes in here. Jeez, people. Step it up, man. Step it up. Like the video. You think they've been breaking the market norms? Yeah, it could just be maybe hedge funds trying to cash out before the recession. I don't know, man. These have always been highly manipulated, like, since the beginning. At least the IPOs have been. I know NASCAR All Out is like IPO king on here. He's really on the IPOs, and them things are... IPOs are something else, man. Damn cheat code for the rich people. Especially, like, you know, they get into private equities, they buy it super cheap, and then the company gets goes public, and then the stock jumps, but they can't sell right away. But still, massive runs. We're bouncing off strong resistance on UVXY. Now, this is a decaying asset. Just remember that. Yeah, it almost looks like a little double bottom action going on here. Now, we do have a lower low, so be careful with that. But yeah, almost a little double bottom here. I definitely want to clear these prior highs right there. That's that shmoney spot. Let's see, what's that previous high at? We wicked above it. 790. Yeah, let's get above 790 and go one step at a time here. It's crazy though, because yeah, like the S&P, it just looks like it has more downside, like for sure. I mean, look at this thing, man. Look at the market structure. Thing's slapping down. It looks like it's in a corrective wave right now. So we'll see. Kako D-SPACs tomorrow. It should open pre-market. Sorry, the text cut off. It should open pre-market, which could rally run based on the COSM move pre-market Friday. A D-SPAC. Yeah, I can't look it up. I don't know why I tried to. That said, originally wasn't loving Kako setup, but after COSM, it's a wild card to watch. Yeah, I'll watch that. Kako. Yeah, add it to the list real quick, brother. Let me see here. Let me see if I can add it somehow. Okay. Yeah, I got it. All right, bet. Kako. Man, this COSM thing was nutty though, man. Let me pull up FinViz real quick. Maybe it'll give us the percent on there. I swear it was like 6,000% in a day. Yeah, almost 7,000. Holy shit. Okay, screen's bright. Yeah, look at this. Look at that, almost 7,000%. New high? Yeah, I bet it has a new high. What the fuck? That's wild, man. Maxer, Kala slapping. A couple of these here. And Maxar's up a lot, especially for that large of a share price. That's interesting. They must have some pretty big news or something. Maxar. Oh, they got bought out. Okay, that's the only thing that I was gonna say that makes sense. Advent bought them. Okay, for about 4 billion. Nice. Yeah, that's a fairly sizable company to double in price there. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Interesting. German, what's up, Goblin? Have you guys been following this Atlas trading thing? You guys know about it? If you don't, check out my YouTube videos, man. My last 2 that I posted. I'm not just trying to plug. Like, I legitimately think that it's an interesting situation, and I have really good DD on it, consolidated for you guys. So if you want to check out those videos, man, did a lot of research on them. I've been following this crew. I followed all of them for years, and when this news came out, I was like kind of surprised. I think I was just more shocked, I guess, at like how it went down, but I was also like, hey, I've been following you guys for a while, so it's just one of those things. You're like, you know, there was a good chance this could happen, but it's just crazy to actually see it happen. You know what I'm saying? So they got caught up pumping and dumping penny stocks on Twitter. So these guys were like the kings 2 years ago on Twitter, or last year, and they would send out signals for penny stocks, and then, but the thing was, they would buy that penny. So they buy penny stock, right? Low float is especially. So low float microcap, they would buy it, and then they would send a signal out to their Discord or all their followers. And since they had such a big following, usually people bought into it, and then that quick spike in the price from people buying it, they would sell. And like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Don't break the law, kids. All right. Yeah, especially with like money, like, that sounds dumb, especially with like finance shit, I guess, right? I know people like do stuff like minor shit with drugs and all that, but if it's like, this stuff is like very tracked, like, you know what I mean? Drugs is on the street, for example, and I'm not advocating, of course not, but if you're talking like submitting orders to like regulated firms, like buy, sell, and all this, and you have like everything just electronic, that's all tracked, man. It's a different day and age. So if anybody really wanted to dig into like anything electronic wise, they could find it. It's deep rooted. Even if you delete something, it's not truly deleted. It's probably chilling somewhere All I want for Christmas is Neo to stay low so I can buy some more. Boy, what is up with you and Neo, dude? You need to diversify, you goblin. Holy shit, look at Neo, dude. It's bumping on that trend line, boy. It's bumping on that trend line. Look at this wedgie. Shee. Yeah, Neo wants to go to the moon, man. Damn. Actually looks pretty good. Trying to make my wedge look prettier. Damn, Sonny. All right, bro. Well, when you make $500,000 off this, bro, send me some. At least send me a Rolex or something. Jeez, dude. For cheerleading, right? Those are the cheerleader fees. So I'm cheerleading Neo. See, you got a Neo bag behind you, huh? What other fucking YouTuber has a Neo bag behind him, son? That shit's real, son. You guys notice that shit? Neo. Right there, man. You see it? Neo. Right? I am a Neo bull. I'm all about it. Yeah, Neo looks good, man. Short term. Doesn't mean you can't go lower, but man, as it gets closer and inches closer to that trend line, it gets more and more interesting. Just be careful because the way the market's been looking. The market's looking sketch, right? Sketchy, Skechers, whatever, Snickers. So the market's looking a little sketchy, man. And I did talk to you last time about this channel. Let's fix that real quick. Let's get that in there. Shot it up, shoddy. All right. Little channel. It's kind of hard to figure out where it starts and ends, but all right, higher highs, higher lows. Okay. Well, we're starting to sell off like we talked about, right? So we saw that head and shoulders the other day. Let's draw that in real quick. All right, so we talked about that head and shoulders. Neckline is about there. Right. Looks like it is starting to sell off since. Doesn't mean it's confirming the head and shoulders necessarily, but you can see this thing is just starting to sell off now. This thing has been really spiky lately as well, which is interesting. In the pre-market, it's been slapping up every pre-market. It's kind of weird. Neo Day is coming up on the 24th. That's basically like Christmas for Neo, which Friday the 23rd is here. The 24th, Christmas Eve, is going to be on Saturday. Alright, so there's end of day Friday right there. Boom. So that's what Neo Day is. You're getting near the bottom of this channel. Okay, so you got a little bit of shroom right there, man. A little bit of room. I'm about to say room. It's interesting though, right? You got Neo Day right here. You got this little pocket right here, and look where that pocket's sitting on the higher time frame. Whoa, what? Right there, man. So it's getting interesting, man. Let's see it. One more false breakdown, then the rip. Yeah, the guys scoop it up for as cheap as they can before they send it to the moon, boy. Relative volume's been coming in nicely. Look at this. Look at all that volume, boy. Something's going on. Wild. HSI index looks like it has. It looks like it's bottomed and. It looks like it has bottomed and in for a nice bull run. HSI. All right, guys. HSI. Hang Seng. Oh, I've never looked at this. I have, but not in a while. So this is China's indice. Looks like it's bottomed in for a nice bull run. So give me a second. The only thing I'm getting worried about is these prior lows we've been breaking right here. It's making it a little bit iffy. So it is shifting some market structure. Now we can see a bull run, however, but just be careful with how short-lived. I mean, it could be a bear trap. If we see a bull run, I likely it's looking like it could be a bear trap. I don't fundamentally know a lot about the Chinese markets as much as I should, but based on how much structure this has torn through on this leg right here, I would expect a bear trap. Am I saying that right? Bull trap. Basically, what I'm saying is it wouldn't surprise me if this pops up before it continues further down. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm mixing up my terms right now. I get a little dyslexic at night, but yeah. So be a little bit careful. It is pretty oversold though. It is in a discounted market, so keep tabs on it. But these orange lines here, keep tabs on that too. That's significant market structure. And this is the monthly time frame, son. What up, my guy? I haven't been on too much. How is Mullen EV company looking? What's up, Tim? What up, Goblin? All right, guys, I got to go in 4 minutes and join my private Discord. If you guys are interested in checking out my private Discord community, we have private learning sessions every single week, and we show you guys our strategies on how to trade and give trade signals. That link's down below, guys. If you're interested, doesn't hurt to click on the link, right? Ain't gonna sign you up for nothing. It doesn't hurt to look, right? Yeah, we'll take a look at Mullen. So Mullen is trading at tremendously high volume the last... Oh, let's go to the daily here. Sorry about that. Yeah, still, shit. It's trading at tremendously high volume the last 2 months. I don't know what's going on. It almost looks like it's accumulating here. Very oversold. Short term, it's getting some smoke. There's a lot of trading activity going on here with Mullen lately, and it has been popping up on my scanners in the morning more than usual here. If you want to speculate, you do have looks like you could have a little bit of a triangle going on here, but be careful. It could either be a descending triangle, or it could be wedging a little bit. So let's dial in just a little bit more here. Yeah, the supports are about at the same spot, so be a little bit careful here. It is slightly slanted on that prior low, or on this low here. Not the cleanest looking, so it's a little difficult to chart. Okay, that's the tabs I'm keeping on Mullen right now. So just be a little bit careful. Just watch this trendline resistance here, right? Watch that close, and then the support you need to watch really close, because if you break that, you're probably going to slap down, okay? Unless you're shorting. All right. You had noticed volume. Yes, sir. Volume is king. Gary, what's Gucci gang? You get nervous about 2013. I was raking in money hand over fist with Tesla and Apple. Both are solid stocks, but still worried for the future. How do you feel? Yeah, so okay, so the future stock market real quick, like I think there's going to be a recession, but I think it's going to be short-lived. That's just my opinion, okay? I think the market's going to drag along and slowly just worm down just a little bit further down until it gets a little bit more rebalanced. Here's the thing I would be confident about. The underlying United States economy is fundamentally strong. It's very strong. However, it's completely out of whack, okay? Interest rates, jobs, like interest rates, employment, consumer spending, consumer savings, credit, all that. A little bit of an imbalance here. Strong dollar, though, which isn't always good, but it's not necessarily bad. I think there's going to be a soft landing, but I still think there's more downside, okay? That is just my opinion. I am looking at blue chips very closely and trying to time this bottom the best that I can. As soon as I see one more leg broken, I'm probably going to start easing back into the markets here with some investments, but right, that 52-week low. But for now, I do think there's more downside. I do think there's a recession, but I do think it's short-lived. I'm so sick of people comparing it to 2008. This is a big rant of mine. It is not the same fucking market. It is not the same market. motherfucker. I'm sick of people posting these pictures. They're overlaying the 2008 line chart and the 2022 line chart, and they're coincidentally lining up in some spots. And it's pretty close. Yeah, okay, it makes sense because stocks move in waves. A lot of things look close in certain sections. They're not highlighting those. I think it's all bullshit. So do not think this is another fucking 2008 bullshit. They didn't even have quantitative easing policy then, okay? It's just a way different time, okay? And our economy is way stronger than it was last time at that time. Our economy was busting, baby, before the pandemic. Our economy was straight booming, all right? And then we had this volatility kick in because of that. So that's my 2 cents on it. Things are a little imbalanced. I think the market needs a rebalance. Sometimes it takes a recession to do that, and that's totally healthy and it's totally normal in the financial markets. So let's be patient. I think those companies are fundamentally strong. Tesla's just a little bit out of whack right now because of Twitter, but I wouldn't worry too much. You're really going to bet against Elon? I mean, not financial advice, but has he ever been wrong? Not really. Right? He's just someone you got to be patient with. He's volatile, right? He's a volatile character. Tesla was volatile when it came out. No one believed in it. They were scared, and look how many millionaires it made, So I wouldn't bet against Elon. It's just going to be a little bit rocky because that's what it takes to get a business really rolling, right? Same with Twitter. It takes time and politics and rockiness and a bunch of shit. But I wouldn't bet against that, man. All right, so got out of my bag here. I do need to wrap up, guys. Chinese stocks always do well, just like FAMI. Fuck out of here. NIO won for $10. Nobody ever thought that when it was 60. Yeah, well, when it was 60, everybody was on hiatus because growth stocks were fucking inflated. Anyways, guys, gang, I'm gonna join my private Discord channel. If you guys want to join us as well someday, check that link down below. You can get free access very temporarily, so there is a link down there if you want to at least join the free access portion of my Discord. Doesn't hurt. And if you do want to sign up for more, that link's down there for you as well. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next video, baby. Gang.